Hey, yeah, doing a video. A game takes up all my time, more than anything, is Stardew Valley. Yes. However, not only now is it taking up my time, it's taking up my consoles. I have it on my computer, I have it on my Xbox, down under the camera you can't see, I have it on the Switch, and I even have it on my cell phone. I have it fucking everywhere. And that's ridiculous, but I love this game. And I tried playing it on the channel about 2 years ago-ish. Tried. It didn't work out too well. It's just not a game you can put a video out of without heavy editing. And I didn't really want to heavily edit something like that. It's a lot of editing to do, and there's a lot that would be mundane and then go through the same things over and over and over again. And that's boring for you guys, and that's boring for me. I want to do other stuff that isn't that. I play that in my free time, and I can do updates, check-ins, whatever. But as far as a series, it just doesn't work. However, I can talk about it. Usually for a video like this, I'd make a script for it, talking about what I liked and what I disliked and all that stuff, kind of a review. But trust me, I love this game. I wouldn't have it on 4 different devices if I didn't love this game. So I'm basically just unscriptedly, a word? Making it a word. Unscriptedly, I'm just going to talk about it. And just explain the things that I like in the game. It's fun, it's fun for starters. It's unlike in farming simulators, for like farm games, which their exact reason for existence is to cure boredom, become boring. That to me is weird, because you try to play these to not be bored, and you stay bored. Now at some point, that's just not fun. It's not fun to do the same mundane things over and over and over again. Fortunately, on a farm, that's what you do, the same mundane things over and over and over again. It's not fun to be a farmer in real life. However, in video games, it should be fun. Shouldn't it? Because there's stuff. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. And yet you do, like, none of it. Just to me, it's just this, it's something of a weird concept to have a game that just isn't fun. Like, why spend money and buy it if it's not going to give you joy and fun and make you like it? The difference between other farm games and Stardew Valley, in my opinion, it's got the Harvest Moon aspect, except there's a couple things in Harvest Moon that aren't there that I like in Stardew Valley. I haven't played a lot of Harvest Moon, but what I've seen, startup is difficult. It's hard to find a way to start up. Once you get going, yeah, it's easy. But with Stardew Valley, you just go to Pierre's, buy seeds. When you first come in, you're given 20 parsnips as a gift, and all the tools that you're going to need to farming. However, plant, you water them, you go to the town, you go to Stardew Valley, or I think it's the Pelican Town? No. I think it is just Stardew Valley is the name of the town as well. But it's cool. You go out there and there are people you can talk to. There's a shitload of characters. There's not a shitload. There's like 20 somewhere in there. I'll correct myself. Put a number somewhere explaining that. But there's all these characters that you can talk to, interact with, and make relationships with, and you have these heart meters in the journal explaining, like, hey, you're this far with this person, but this person has this. One of the things that I like doing is get the romance quests finished, like finding someone that I would like to move in with me and settle down within the farm, because then they take care of some of the other things while you go do stuff, obviously. I never really explored a lot of the game when I first got it. I was told to buy it by a good friend of mine. And so when I picked it up on the computer, I played it, and I played the farm part, and I just, did my thing, made the money, whatever, and then I found out you could romance someone, so I did that, and that was it. I didn't do anything else. I just, like, set these weird goals for myself. I kept it like it was a linear game, and I never really got very far out into it. Unlike what you should be doing in that game, which is just doing things, living a life. It's wonderful. I mean, the community of Stardew Valley, though yeah, it's fake, it feels so close-knit and real. There's these people in this town have welcomed you here and are nice to you and help you with things and ask you for favors as if you've always been there. Slowly make friendships over time, or you can force friendships to work faster by giving them gifts. Just like in real life. There's other parts to it. There's other things to it. There's events that go on. There's the luau. There's the flower dance. There's the light of the moon, midnight moonlight jellies or whatever. That one's really cool. That one's beautiful. I love that one. And it's just these small little things that go into the town, that go into the, the days, that go into whatever it is, go into the year. There we go. And you just find yourself having so much fun. And other nice part about it is they don't break it up into months. It's like 28, I think 30 days of winter, fall, summer, and spring. Not in that order. You go spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, obviously. But you get to just work through the seasons, and you have about a month of where you have some plants that are available in certain seasons. So there are some plants that are available in summer that also go into fall. Wheat and corn are some of those. Whereas you have plants that are only able to be grown in one season. When that season is up, those plants are dead, and deal with it. They die day one of fall if you had a summer one and they don't grow in the summer. And this is the same for everything, and it's very cool. I really enjoy that aspect. The years go by kind of quick, but you're not trying to build an empire. You're just building a home. You start out with this tiny house, and then you get Robin who's working on it, and she's pounding away at it, and then after a while you get a bigger house and it's got more, and then you do it again and you get more to your house, and there's so many parts, there are many moving parts to this game that it's so much fun. Can't just put it down and go off and do something else for 9 hours and then come back and play that for hours on end. I'm not kidding. I sit just in my bed, that Switch just right there in handheld mode. I got some movie on the TV or some random YouTube video playlist. I'm not even paying attention to it. I'm just rushing through to get stuff. You go through the mines and you have a whole bunch of fun there. All right, so that's kind of the overview of the game itself. Now I want to move into kind of talking more about why the game is so good, instead of just gushing about it for 8 minutes. So instead of gushing about the game and just like being like, oh, it's so good because of these reasons, I'm going to kind of take an objective look at it and actually kind of dive down into it with you guys, kind of go into what it actually is. Ready? Cool. So when you start out as getting this cutscene where you get from your grandfather where he hands you a letter, basically detailing stuff. And don't open it right away. Wait till you hate everything in your life and then go. And also, you're sitting on this this huge fucking computer. Just like Joja Corp, and you hate it. So you open that letter and it says, go to Stardew Valley. And you're like, okay, cool. Go there, you inherit the house. The house is small, the farm is ruined, there's trees and rocks and sticks everywhere, and you gotta take your time to clean it up. But while you're doing all that, you're also making friends with people in the town, you're making friends with other people around you, you're kind of talking and out with the mayor, Lewis, who's really cool. All that stuff is fun, and it's so nice to see a game kind of take an approach to a story that it's so nice to see a game take an approach to a story that is kind of overdone. You know, grandpa gives you a letter, you go do this, that's it. But you have control over what's going on. You control what you plant. You control when you take the crops off the plants, whatever. You don't have to water the plants, they'll die. You don't have to. You don't have to be a farmer who farms crops. You can farm animals. Or vice versa. You can do whatever. You can pick so many things throughout this game. It's so open. Even though the town is kind of The whole map is honestly pretty small, but you have so much to do in that small space that it doesn't ever feel small. The other nice thing about it is time goes by in 10-minute intervals instead of going by in like 1-minute intervals. So it's, 1, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, o'clock. Bam, 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 bam. On top of that, you can go mining. You don't have to just farm. You can go mine for stuff. You can find amethyst, which I don't have any footage of me finding because it decided to elude me the whole fucking time I was trying to look for it. I have a whole, I think 25-30 minutes of me just in the mines, quickly going as fast as I can through them. As well, you can go out and fish, and this is my only big complaint about the game. This fishing mechanic is fucking garbage. This fishing mechanic sucks. I love everything else. I love everything else about this game. I love everything else except that fishing mechanic. It's mind-bogglingly bad. When you get a fish that, you have this little bar, fish hops up and down of it, and up and down it, and you have to hit a button. When you tap the button, it goes up a little bit, but if you hold the button, it goes up more. But there's an issue with that. Whereas if you tap the button too fast, your green bar won't really move much. But if you have a fish that's bouncing around, you never grab a hold of it, so you just lose it. That's it. Game over, done, you don't get a fish. Or if you fish, a lot of the times you'll get some trash and stuff. And there's no good way to get rid of it. You have to go into the menu and grab them one at a time, throw them in the trash. Boring, annoying, and not fun. Other thing I would say that I think I don't like about it is the first backpack upgrade is 10,000 gold. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of money to try and spend on extra storage. But when you get that extra storage, dear God, that's nice. Because then you can carry your tools around with you. Then whenever I go to the mines, I put a lot of the tools away so that I can just go there and grab as much as I can, leave. But even then, you only have, there's 10 to 8 spaces, 8 to 10 spaces to hold things. At some point, you're going to be grabbing too many things at once, and then you won't have enough room for it. Those are my only two real complaints I've ever had with the game, was the inventory is too small right away, and the fishing mechanic. Besides that, everything works. Everything works really, really well. The people in town sound like they're people. They talk to you like people. They rarely repeat themselves, though they do. I mean, in an RPG, at some point, characters are going to repeat themselves. But if you don't go talk to them 3 or 4 times a day, every day, no, they won't repeat themselves. Have a bank of things they're going to say, obviously. And as you become closer friends, you can start going to people's houses and going into their rooms and not just going to their houses. And you can start kind of doing things with them and doing things with them. You can get married. I think you can have kids. I don't remember. One of the other nice things about it is you're just able to go farm and go have fun. And there's forest sprites-ish. I don't remember what they're actually called. They're little guys. Bounce around. They're in the town hall, which I only did that questing area my first time through. Any other subsequent time, I've kind of worked towards getting a basis of a farm done first, and then going into it second. Other thing about the farms that I don't like is the fences that break. That's annoying. That's one of the most annoying things ever. That's fucking stupid. I hate that these wood fences will break, but I get it. They're wood. They deteriorate, they stop working. As well, you can always go and buy seeds. Like I said earlier, you can go and buy seeds to start you can go buy seeds, like I said. And when you go buy these seeds, depending on the seed will depend on how long it takes to grow, and depend on how long it takes to mature, and how long it needs to harvest. One thing I always start out with especially is I buy 200 seeds at the beginning of summer, because they grow from summer into fall. Or corn, one of those. Either one of them work. They don't do a ton of money, no, but they're there to make you that little bit of extra money, so you can start grabbing other things. Once you save enough of that up, you can start upgrading your house, getting a cabin, stuff like that. Real quick tip. What I recommend for starting out when you're wanting to construct some farm buildings, I suggest starting with a silo first, and then grabbing a coop, and after that, getting the barn. Silo needs to come first. It's easy. I've seen a lot of players play it and put that up second, so they don't have any way to grab hay or hold a lot of hay when they have to feed their chickens. And so put that up first, and then you have a silo. It has 240 pieces of hay. And once you set to build the coop, you have some money left over, go grab a grass starter, a couple grass starters, like 30 of them from the air, and just put one down in an open area, and then just allow that to grow up. And while that's growing, they're eating, the chickens are eating the hay, and as they eat the hay, it comes out of the silo so that it goes down, but as that's happening, all the grass is growing back up, and then you can fight the grass to hay. A lot of things going into this game. I love it. I said that a million times, but I love the game. I enjoy the game far too much. I could sit just in my room all day and only play that, and I wouldn't even, because you just get sucked in. It's the kind of thing that you love being in Stardew Valley, not because it's a world with super magical things or like completely like unrealistic. It's nice. It's cool. It makes you contemplate, what if I went and did farming? Obviously, it's not going to be that easy. Farming is a very, very hard profession. It is not a simple one. And this game it makes it seem fun, which I think is good. People who live in it, like me, I live in a very rural part of Ohio, and a lot of kids, when they see farmers, are like, oh, that looks boring. Well, yeah, it kind of is, but it's something. And then making farming look fun makes that a little better. Like I said, with the lighting of the moonlight jellies, I think that's what it's called. I'm probably wrong. I don't remember. I don't remember. But it's events like that. There are events that go on the whole year that just happen, and they're awesome, and they're wonderful, and I'm pretty sure there's no actual way to make the mayor like the potluck on the luau the first year. Because fuck, I've tried everything. I put in a hot pepper, I put in corn before, I put in anything I can think of to put into that potluck. I even put in a gold star fucking hot pepper, which are worth a good bit of money, and he said it was bland and average. Fuck you, Governor Dick. Sorry. It makes me mad, because when you grow crops, you'll get 3 types. You'll get regular, silver stars, and gold stars. Gold stars. Gold stars are worth the most money. They're the most best, I guess. Best way to put it. Wherever silver stars are worth a little bit less, and then the non-starred are worth even less. That's fine. That's all well and good. Whatever. But I'm pretty sure there's no actual way to make that potluck better than it is on that first year. There's a lot of things on that first year where you're more an observer. The character you're playing as is more an observer than anything else. And I don't necessarily enjoy that, but I get it. You're new here. You can't really just kind of jump into these people's lives and hope they'll like you. After a while, it gets a little easier, and after year 1, more things happen, and you're able to participate more, able to do more things with people, and then in year 3, you get to do more things, and as you progress in the years of the game, progress in, making more of a farm, making a farm look better, and I really wish my farm didn't look like that. You're seeing it, it's on the screen. But that's the best way I had right then. As far as I am concerned, I'm trying to stretch the farm out so it's those long, they're like long trails with like a space in between them. I really like that idea farm-wise, but I don't like the whole big farm that's really close together. I'm trying to change it over there, but I still have corn there, and I don't want to ruin the crops that are making money. Usually that's what I use the winter for. I use the winter to be a time when I go mining more, go farming less. More with the mining, and I do less with the farming during the winter, because there's not much to do in the winter. It's the winter. Now, mining. Shit's fucking annoying. Because there are these bugs. You'll see them on screen. These fucking white maggoty bug-looking fucking things. But these white maggot bug-looking things are fucking annoying. They just do a shitload of damage, and you'll get a point where you're like 30 of them will be around you. You don't have the time to do anything else. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I could be. I hope not. But I don't have a better sword right now. And the only other sword that does anything is a wooden sword versus the iron, beat-up iron sword that you're given right away. I just really wish you could do more with it, but you can't. It sucks. As well, in this, you can trigger cutscenes with different characters. become close to different characters. There are characters you're able to marry and characters that are already married. The person I go for every time is Emily. I think she's awesome. I love her. Wonderful. Fucking deal with it. But as well, you can also just, go for any of the people. As when you look in the journal, see them say single, you can go for girls or guys, either one. Now, you do have a bit of competition when you go for Emily, because Clint, the local blacksmith, likes Emily too. And then when you marry Emily, when you and Emily are actually together and get married, it's so sad, and I don't have footage of it. I'm really sorry, because it takes a while to get there. But he's like, sorry. He says, good job, you got her. And it's like sad. Sad. And you're just like, I'm sorry, Clint. But listen, you tried, and she said no. Okay? Okay. The poor guy. He just works his ass off all day and never gets anywhere. But you can marry girls or guys. It's up to you. Doesn't matter. There's no, boundary to it. Go nuts. And I really like that. I like that they're just being inclusive, because that's something a lot of games need. Obviously, you can be a girl or a guy farmer. It doesn't matter. And I've always played a guy, but I've wanted to try out as a girl farmer. Go through on that. I don't know. This wasn't really a review. This is me just kind of running my mouth off about Stardew Valley. But I like the game. It's fun. It's good. I enjoy it and recommend it. I had to give it a rating. If I had to, it'd probably be like 9.5 out of 10. It's not a perfect 10. It isn't. But it's cool. As far as an unscripted review, it was okay. I know there was probably some stuff I missed because I'm just not thinking about it or I didn't write it down. But I enjoyed this. So, until next time, bye.